So Yale on Bucks, Ruderclub Germania Düsseldorf on Berkshire, in a part of a 7-crew entry for the ladies' challenge plate, the intermediate event for men's eights. Melbourne University have a bye to the semi-final and will race the winner of University of Washington against Princeton University. And the winners here will face Leander, who beat Princeton University B by 3/4 of a length this morning in a time of 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Pretty quick. There are the German 8 labouring to get up a head of steam and a momentum which will enable them to challenge this awesome American 8.
The Yale crew is about 1 stone heavier. They average about 6'5".
Yale on a high, having won this year the 150th Yale Harvard boat race. Smashing, I was reading, the upstream course record in so doing, 18 minutes 35.8. Won that race by more than 16 seconds ahead of the Crimson, which of course meant an awful lot to them. So their club is on a high, and they're looking to capitalise on that morale, momentum.
We
and a big problem.
Booms.
Well, as if the competition wasn't severe enough for the guys from Düsseldorf, they have rowed themselves into further strife. And truth be told, barring an accident for Yale, it is impossible to see a way back from here.
That's something you don't see very often, the coxswain hitting the booms. But the excitement here is different than anything these Germans might have faced before.
And here is a replay of how it happened. It's Felix Lindemann who is steering, and steering errantly. Can you find an explanation?
None. I think he was keeping his eye on the Yale boat. Yale was certainly on the middle or the edge of their water, and if he was trying to steer by distance from the other boat, he misjudged it. But coming out from the island like that, you can be hit by winds, bit of the stream, and now Yale can have a very nice rest for tomorrow's semi-final.
Well, I was going to ask you, because we have a chance to be conversational here, Sean. It's going to struggle to turn itself back into a race, a contest. How would Yale University use this now?
They would continue to race the first half of the race as if nothing had happened, just to get to feel the momentum, to feel their legs as they would want to in the race, so that come tomorrow, they know exactly what they'll feel like when they get to Foley.
And will they have a precise awareness of what's just happened, or will they sort of suddenly come to know that, for whatever reason, the Germans are a long way adrift?
The coxswain will have no idea what happened until he turns his head around. The stroke man would probably say, "We've just won the lottery," yeah. Because the stroke man tends to look over at the competition where the coxswain's steering straight ahead. And it's not 6-lane racing. And the coxswain cannot take his eyes off the front of the boat for too long, or you can have an accident like that. So now Yale will have settled down into a good 3/4 pressure, 32 strokes a minute, just to flush the legs, feel the momentum. This will give them actually a chance to enjoy rowing through the steward's enclosure.
Absolutely, simply to soak up Henley in all of its, this year's sun-soaked glory. It's been a good event this for the Americans. USA crews have won 5 of the last 8 ladies' challenge plates. University of California won it last year. Add in 1 German success, and that's actually just 2 home wins in the last 8. But it is all too apparent, prematurely apparent, that there is going to be American representation in the semi-final this year too. It's going to be close to impossible for Ruderclub Germania Düsseldorf to derive any positivity from their experience, but how, if at all, can they use what remains of their Henley experience now?
Well, that would be tonight and Saturday night, I think.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're all under 23 contenders, so they'll go back, party for 2 days, I would hope, and then go back into serious training. The coxswain will get a serious debrief from a few of the members of the crew.
Is there, I hate to be personal about these things because a team's a team, we do it together, in it together, all for one, one for all, but is there any way in which he might be able to explain himself, deflect the criticism which is liable to come his way?
It could be equipment failure. I was racing in Nottingham in the Junior World Championships in '73, and our actually rudder broke, and we crashed into the crew next to us, Wallingford, which delayed the World Championships for a couple hours. It is possible.
It is Yale who are, in effect, in a dress rehearsal for their semi-final against Leander coming up tomorrow.
Which should be a barn burner.
Yeah. That is the expression for the second time this afternoon. A lip smacker, one over which
certainly Leander will not be happy with this result. Having a well-rested Yale crew coming against him tomorrow.
I was going to say, I think Leander might have anticipated this outcome, but not necessarily in this manner. And languidly, not quite lazily, certainly with good length, Yale University, who found themselves in effect without opposition, can smooth their way up to the line now and into the semi-final of the 2015 Ladies Challenge Plate at the expense of a very unfortunate, rather sad Ruderclub Germania Düsseldorf, whose competition is over. And it was over when they boomed and bust.